Hey, sis, what do you think you're doing? I can't believe I finally decided to allow you to come to mine and Benjamin's wedding, only for you to reply to my invite message that you're not coming? How rude! Explain yourself. Explain myself? Shouldn't it be me asking you to explain yourself? Why should I have to explain a thing? What kind of masochist goes to the wedding of the pair of snakes who betrayed them? I know you only invited me so you could rub my nose in it. Or could it be, do you still have feelings for my Benjamin? Does the regret over not being able to have him still eat away at you inside? Does it still keep you awake at night? Suck it, loser. Give me a break, Lisa, as if. Jeez, Becky, would you, get over it already? It's been over 2 years now. Look, I get that my Benny's a slick, stylish, high-flying company owner with more charm and charisma than a used sports car salesman. And I get that it must suck that your attempt at marrying your way into money failed so miserably. Now that I think about it, I guess when an ugly cave troll like you misses her window to get married, there is a strong chance it means a lifetime of being lonely and single. Taking all of the above into account, I suppose it's only normal you'd still be obsessed with your old fiancé, the one who got away. Like I said, no way. You couldn't be more wrong if you tried, I assure you. But unfortunately for you, Benjamin is my husband now. You're so not having him back. I don't want anything to do with the cheating lowlife you got your dirty claws into and stole from me. He's dead to me now. I wouldn't care if I never saw his face again. Huh? You could return him to me gift-wrapped with a ribbon on, and I'd still return him faster than you could say scumbag. So please, get married with peace of mind that I have precisely 0 feelings left for him. Goodbye. I just heard from Mom. Is it true? What are you doing, Becky? You showed up at my wedding? I thought you weren't coming. I mean, I did think there was a possibility you wouldn't be able to resist, so I prepared a seat just in case. But I'm still seriously surprised. What is this? I don't think the message app will let me send the number of crying, laughing faces I need to reflect how amused I am right now. Sorry to burst your bubble, princess, but I'm here today on an invite from the groom. Huh? The groom? As in... Oh, I'm with you. Benjamin prepared you a seat because he knows you still have really strong feelings for him, didn't he? He's so kind and considerate. What an amazing surprise this is. No, it's not like that at all. But still, I can't believe you took him up on an invite he only sent out of pity. Have you no self-respect? You have serious issues with letting go, sis. Want me to help you find a therapist? I'll pass, thanks. He only invited me due to our work relationship. It couldn't be helped. It's okay, honey. You don't need to make excuses. I'm not judging you. Actually, scratch that. I so am. I guess this means all the performers are in place and it's time for the show to begin. Thanks for showing up to my wedding, sis. You're the best. I'll make sure I rub your nose in how loved up and happy me and your ex-fiancé are together so much you'll be itching to make a dash for the exit before long. Make sure to show me your most heartbroken, jealous, ugly loser face before you do, okay? Pretty pleased with the cherry on top? Hey, sis! What the hell was that you pulled at the wedding? You had no right to embarrass me in front of everyone like that. You disgusting little witch. Have you no integrity or self-respect? You make me cringe. What are you talking about? You were sat next to President Blumpkin the whole time, weren't you? I sure was. Why? What's wrong with that? Mr. Blumpkin is the CEO of one of Benjamin's client companies. Sure, I know that. What of it? What? You knew? Wow. So you really do have no self-respect or integrity. I'll ask you once more. What are you talking about? Looks like you're up to your old gold-digging schemes again. Once a gold digger, always a gold digger, huh? You thought this little stunt of yours was gonna bag you a man with even more money than Benjamin, didn't you? Sorry to have to be the one to break this to you, sweetie, but Mr. Blumpkin just got married last month. I can't believe you're so desperate to find a husband. After missing the boat to get married, you'd set your sights on a married man. How tragic. I can assure you I'm not as desperate or unprincipled as you seem to think. But an ugly cave troll like you is sure to stay single forever. I get it must suck to be you, but would you mind not pulling embarrassing stunts in front of my whole wedding on your desperate panicked hunt for a man? I'm not desperate or panicking at all. I'm married. Why would I be? Huh? Wow. So you're so pathetic, you're resorting to blatant lies now? This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. I might actually feel bad for you if I wasn't laughing so hysterically. How about you try asking Benjamin? Huh? Benjamin? Yep, Benjamin's the one who invited President Blumpkin and his wife to the wedding today. I had my suspicions when the invite came, but it's clear to me now that he invited us without having any idea who his wife actually is. I figured there was no sense in keeping it from him, so I had Donald call him up and explain. You should know that my wife is your ex-fiancé and your new wife's sister. Are you still happy for us both to come? Huh? Donald, wait, what? You're Donald Blumpkin's wife? Are you seriously telling me us being together at your wedding all day didn't give it away? How was I supposed to know? Actually, I guess no one from work had seen us together before. And we did get married on a tropical island in the Bahamas in a small ceremony that only Donald's close relatives were invited to. I guess you can be forgiven for not putting two and two together. Wait a second. So you two really are married? Well, this is the first I've heard of it. Duh, of course it is. It's because I cut all ties with you 2 years ago when I found out you'd been screwing my fiancé behind my back. Not to mention our parents for blindly defending you throughout the whole thing. If not for today's wedding, you probably would have never found out. I can't believe this. What the hell? Benjamin was pretty shaken when the penny dropped too. Despite the fact that Donald explained he was married to your big sister on the phone, I get the feeling he somehow managed to convince himself I was just someone with the same name. The human ability for self-delusion really is an incredible thing. You should have seen the look on his face when he saw us together. All the other bigwigs from the industry were with their wives, so he couldn't even pull back to compose himself when he realized who Donald's new wife is. I've never seen him look so sweaty and agitated. Once me and Donald were sitting there in the front row, sweaty Benjamin had no choice but to accept the fact we were there. What the heck? This isn't fair! I can't believe you married Donald Blumpkin! He's the one they call the prince of the hotel industry, isn't he? He's model-level handsome, and it said he's one of the richest men in the state! Cannot believe this! Ugh! His company is so big, it makes Benjamin's look like a kindergarten club. I was so jealous when I heard he got married last month. I thought, wow, that's one lucky woman. And then on today of all days, I find out his wife was my ugly cave troll of a big sister all along? Not fair. No, I won't have it. You can't be happier than I am. Not fair. Wow, Lisa, you're unreal. Have you heard yourself? You just got married to Benjamin. You're a married woman now, so I strongly suggest you stop saying things that could give people the wrong idea. But it's true. Wait a sec. If Donald was happy to marry an ugly, washed-up old hag like you, surely a beauty like me should be in with a shot. No, scratch that. More than a shot. I bet he'd drop you in a second if he knew he could have me. Huh? Right, that's it. It's not too late. I'm still in with a chance. Yes, I can still bag myself a high-spec stud. My very own CEO husband. Time to go tell Benjamin he's out of luck, because I'm marrying Donald. Lisa, what on earth are you saying? Why? Why didn't President Blumpkin want me? This is so messed up. It was so easy for me to seduce Benjamin back when I stole him from you. I barely even had to do anything. A suggestive smile, a subtle flutter of the eyelashes, and he was mine. Anyone with a working pair of eyes can see I'm the better option here. Is Donald blind? Listen to me, Lisa. You should know that guys like Benjamin who give in to the temptation of other women despite having a fiancé are the exception, not the rule. I'm guessing the fact that you were so easily able to seduce him gave you the false impression you could do the same thing to any guy whenever you wanted. But as you now know, life's not that simple. But this is me we're talking about here. I told Donald he could have me as his bride. Me! Surely there's no way he could resist an offer like this. Aha, that's right. I bet he just needs time to think about it. He's sure to toss you aside like the piece of garbage you are any time now. I just know it. Have you really still not noticed? Noticed what? Who my husband Donald really is. What do you mean? He's the CEO of one of Benjamin's client companies, right? Nope. I guess he did look extra sophisticated at the wedding, what with having contacts in instead of his glasses, and he did change his surname. Huh? What are you getting at here? Are you trying to say he's someone I know? Exactly. Stop acting all self-important and just tell me who he is already. His old surname was Davids. Davids? Full name, Donald Davids. He changed his name when he married into the Blumpkin family when they wanted a successor to inherit their hotel chain. And that's how President Donald Blumpkin was born. Donald Davids? Wait. That four-eyed loser? I'd really prefer it if you didn't call him that, but yes, he's the person you're thinking of. The same Donald Davids you bullied mercilessly as that gloomy four-eyed loser for 3 long years in high school. No way, this cannot be real. You and your lackeys put Donald through hell. He knows what a malicious, black-hearted lowlife you are better than anyone. Any chance you ever had of him liking you disappeared when you chose to subject him to 3 years of hell back in high school. This isn't the kind of thing you can make go away by smiling and fluttering your eyelashes. Oh my god. Fine, I get it. Okay, you can shut up now. I give up. He's all yours. You win. This time. You might have won the battle, but you didn't win the war. Don't go feeling all smug about yourself just because you lucked out one time. Soon, I'm gonna marry a man richer than you could possibly ever imagine. You'll be so jealous you won't even be able to sleep. I'll have so much money, you'll be begging me for handouts. Just you wait and see, bitch. I think you should try taking a look at reality before getting lost in your absurd fantasies. Huh? Reality? Whose fault was all the drama over the breaking up of the engagement yesterday? Who cares? I'll just say it was your fault. If you didn't trick me into getting engaged to a worthless loser like Benjamin before climbing your way up to President Blumpkin, none of this would have happened. I think this is what they call avoiding reality. Are you actually being serious? What? Yes, I'm serious. I think you'll find the one who broke up the engagement was you, Lisa. If you hadn't totally lost your mind and tried to get your claws into someone else's husband on your frickin' wedding day, you wouldn't be in this mess. Huh? If you still don't get it, I suggest you think long and hard until something clicks. Goodbye. Becky! Apparently the compensation and the money for the wedding venue comes to a nice round $50,000. You better hurry up and pay it pronto. Why me? Because everything that happened was your fault. Who else would be paying if not you? I'll be sending you my bank details soon, so make sure I get every last cent of what's mine. Ugh, you're impossible. You haven't stopped to think and reflect on your situation for even a single solitary second, have you? Why should I have to think about anything? Because Benjamin isn't asking me to pay him $50K, is he? He sent you the bill. Which means that no matter what you say or think, from his perspective, this is all your fault. Huh? What? Good grief. Come to think of it, this is exactly how you acted when you stole Benjamin from me 2 years back. This is all your fault for being so ugly, Becky. If you were beautiful and gorgeous like I am, I would never have been able to steal your man in the first place. Obviously, that was never going to wash with anyone. Which is why Benjamin ended up paying me the share of the compensation you owed me. Stop dragging things up from the past, you bitter loser. That's old news and no one cares. What a shame. Now you've gone and made another huge mess for yourself because you didn't learn anything from your past mistakes. Huh? It's hardly strange that your fiancé would claim compensation from you after you betrayed him, is it? It's common sense. I think it's about time you noticed what a tragic mess of a human being you are. What are you talking about? I'm not messed up at all. I am so beautiful that people will forgive me no matter what I do. You might feel confident saying that in private messages to me, but how about we see what you're really made of? Are you ready to say the same thing in front of a lawyer? Or how about in front of the cops? Or if this ends up going to court, how about in front of a judge? Could you say the same thing then? You don't seem to know this, but it's seen as common decency to apologize when you do something wrong. However, if you do something that an apology won't make up for, you pay compensation, settlement money, or damages. You apologize financially in the form of giving the person or people who suffered as a result of your actions money. Given that your ex-fiancé is currently filing for compensation from you, that's the exact situation you're currently in. Do you understand yet, Lisa? Benjamin covered for you after what you did to me 2 years back, but something tells me you won't be so lucky this time, what with him now hating you and all. Let's face it, you don't have a hope in hell of our mom and dad being able to come up with $50K, so this time, you really are on your own. You don't have to take my word for it either. Apparently, they told the rest of the family they can't afford to cover for you this time around. That's why you're gonna help me! You still don't get it, do you? I'm President Blumpkin's wife, you know? The same President Blumpkin you made an inappropriate sexual advance against on your wedding day. I'm also the same person you caused untold emotional distress to 2 years ago when you stole my fiancé. Surely it doesn't take a genius to figure out that helping the person who hurt me is the last thing I'd do. Start using your head for once in your damn life, you childish pea-brained moron. Oh my god, don't call me such horrible things, you meanie. Ugh. You know what? You can try make me feel bad with your nasty name-calling and insults all you like, but the bottom line is I can't afford to be paying anyone $50K right now. In that case, how about you get a job and start earning your own money for the first time in your life? Huh? You heard me. You were so confident in your little trick of dating and marrying guys with money would get you through life without ever having to lift a finger. But you were wrong. And what do you have to show for it? You're alone and desperate in your mid-20s without having ever worked a single job. You have less experience of the real world than most high school graduates. Whether you have any self-awareness or not, whether you realize how desperate your situation is or not, you're at rock bottom, and there isn't a soul in this world who's either able to or wants to help you. That's why it's time to grow up and find your first job, Lisa. You have no other options, and the sooner you accept that, the less painful this will be. Me? Work? No, I can't. Is there no way I can get out of this without working? I don't want a job. Surely I'll be able to find another rich guy to seduce. Relying on rich men to fund your existence has its limits, Lisa. It's time to face reality. I suggest that unless you want your situation to get even worse, You get to work on writing your resume ASAP. What? I've made your situation as clear as I possibly can. There's nothing more I can say to you at this point. Oh, and it should be obvious by now, but I have absolutely no intention of helping you. Goodbye. Me? Work a job? But how? As for what happened during the few months preceding today's saga, for some strange reason, Benjamin started stalking me. When I told my husband Donald, he made some phone calls and used his respected position in the industry to get my crazy ex-fiancé fired from his job. The fallout didn't stop there either. Everyone at my dad's workplace found out about the Lisa incident, and before long, the whole workforce was talking about him behind his back, and he was the butt of every joke. Unable to bear the embarrassment, he voluntarily resigned. Unbelievably, he showed up on our doorstep begging me and my husband for money, apologizing profusely in floods of tears for always taking Lisa's side. Naturally, we slammed the door in his face and got on with our day like nothing had happened. Last I heard, he's working 12-hour shifts at a fish factory just to keep on top of the rent. As for my wayward little sister, I heard my parents kicked her out immediately after finding out about what she tried to do with my husband. In a desperate panic, not knowing what to do, she ended up accepting a strange offer from a suspicious man on a street corner. And now, she works the kind of job I'm not even sure I should mention here. Hint, she's out a lot during the night. It was when she sent me an arrogant message boasting about her new job, fawning over herself for how amazing she was for being so popular with so many men, that I realized my sister was well and truly beyond saving. I blocked her without saying anything on the sound advice of my husband.